Hi everyone, I'm finally back. Oh boy, I guess I got some splaining to do. I got some splaining to do. What a weird week. I've effectively missed 2 streams.
Since the dawn of eternity, 4 lights of hope have shone upon the world.
Are they the 4 crystals?
Men flock to these lights, around which they build 4 peristylia.
I mean, I don't know what peristylia is,
Each
but
peristilium
am I gonna have to look up what peristylium is? And peristylia is? Am I gonna have to look up what that is? I'm already looking up what that word is.
The vermilion bird.
Oh, hi, Phoenix.
Wings of fire to lift the heart. The white tiger, steely arms.
You're not a summon! A white tiger's not a summon! Unless it is.
The azure dragon, unclouded eyes that see all.
That's probably Bahamut.
The black tortoise.
A tortoise? Really? Really? Of all the animals, it's like Phoenix, tiger, tortoise. Nothing against tortoise.
When 9 and 9 meet 9, Tempest Phoenix shall be willed upon them.
That sounds bad? I don't know what Tempest Phoenix is.
For without the Arguta, their world, called Orience, must persist in its spiral.
Spiral? So is this Spira? Anyways. Oh, I thought that was like leading to the title card.
In this time of absolute darkness, we must unite to bring forth the light of hope.
Oh boy.
The time has come. Yes, this is the dawn of a new age.
That's the name of a Star Wars film.
And so the Milites Empire, home to the White Peristylium, invaded the neighboring dominion.
I am gonna have to look up what peristylium means.
As soon as the declaration of war was made, the Militesi main fleet swarmed into all corners of Rubrum. At the same time, a separate fleet was charged with a sneak attack on the Vermilion Peristylium. A Lassie accompanied this task force.
Lassie? Wait a minute!
Using a Lassie to invade a
Wait a minute!
state was a
Wait a minute!
violation
Hold on a
of the Pax
second!
Codex, a treaty created by all 4
Is this
crystal
connected
states
to
of Orience.
13?
The besieged Peristylium attempted to repel Milites.
Is this connected to 13?
With powerful magic.
What the hell is happening? Why are Lassie here?
Not even the mighty warships could withstand the awesome power of the summoned Eidolons.
Oh, at least Eidolons are back.
The Militesi offensive would fail. However, the Lassie Kunmi led a special unit past Rubrum's defenses.
Yeah, what the hell is happening? Why are Lassie?
The crystal
I was not expecting Lassie
neutralizing the power of the Vermilion
to be mentioned again. But here they are. Is this is must be connected to 13 in some way?
From the source of their
If
magical
Lassie are here.
powers, the Rubrum forces were quickly overwhelmed and overrun. Imperial Marshal Sid Olstein demanded of Chancellor Kalia Cheval VI, the leader of Rubrum, that he surrender and transfer the Vermilion Bird Crystal to Militesi control.
So Sid's evil again. Okay.
Crystal cannot protect
Okay.
you.
Sid is evil again.
Resistance is no longer an option. You have 6 hours. You must comply with our demands, or face the full might of our forces. In which case, I promise you, the roads of Rubrum will run red with the blood of her people.
Great. Sid is evil again. Fantastic. Super.
May the crystal guide them to salvation.
Okay. This is the starting cutscene, by the way. I have not, like, this is me, like, actively, like, this is the scene that's been seen after I loaded the game. Oh, hi, Odin. How are you? And, well, you've done that before. It wasn't a spear, though. It was just a sword. As an opening, this is a pretty cool opening. I'm not gonna lie. This is like, okay.
When 99 the depths of reason shall stir. When the seal of creation is broken, a voice like thunder shall sound, and thou shalt know.
Dramatic clip removing.
We have arrived.
Okay, now we're going into the title screen? Yes, we are. Okay. Welcome to Final Fantasy Type-0. The replacement for Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, because my PSP broke. And I could not fix it in time. And I've decided, in my infinite wisdom, to just be like, you know what? I'm not messing about with PSP stuff anymore. And have thus removed any and all PSP games from Forthright streams, which is a shame because I really did genuinely want to play through Tactics War Alliance, but if it ain't working, it ain't working. I can't do anything about it. So that's what happened on Monday. On Wednesday, so after that I ordered this game. And it didn't arrive until like 5 o'clock on Wednesday, so it didn't arrive in time for stream on Wednesday. So that's what happened on Wednesday. Oh, it's gonna cut through that again. Okay, we've seen that cutscene. So yes, this is Final Fantasy Type-0, the replacement of Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. I know nothing about this game. I know absolutely zero about this game. I don't even think I've seen gameplay for this game. That's how much I don't know about this game. So usual, oh. Okay, normal attack, command 1, command 2, interesting, okay. I might want normal attack to be something else. Yeah, that seems a bit more better. X for normal attack. Command 1, command 2, yeah, that seems a bit more better. Yeah, that seems a bit more better than circle for defense. It's sort of like more Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, I know nothing about this game. So typical normal blind playthrough rules apply. No story spoilers, please and thank you. Gameplay tips are more than welcomed. But yeah, I know nothing about it. I don't know what that means, but sure. So I guess we'll just start. Oh, okay. Yes, well I am a first time player. So let's do that. Yes.
For them, the path was not chosen.
They chose their path,
Yes. Not knowing the fear of death.
having never learned the fear of confronting it.
Chapter 1, War. 3 hours that changed the world. I mean, that's usually how war goes.
still have a ways to go. Is everyone alright?
I mean, you don't sound alright, but doesn't look like everyone's alright.
Have you seen a guy with a red cape?
They all wear red capes. Well, I guess they're not capes per se.
Visual! Kill them!
Yay, Chocobo to the rescue! Chocobo to the rescue! Okay, I was not expecting this to be so brutal. Okay, game. Okay. I was not expecting that, but okay. I think I know what type of game this is now. I mean, this game is rated 16, so I'm slightly surprised about that, but sure. Thank you, Chocobo.
Chichiri.
Oh, Chichiri. Well, thank you, Chichiri. You helped. Good boy. Or girl.
Okay. Stay with me. Ace, I'm coming.
I'm guessing Ace is the leader, because his name is Ace. That's my only guess. Okay, how are you, did, you did get stabbed, so how are you still, I guess... Oh. That looked like it hurt quite a lot. Like, falling from a chocobo would probably be the same as, like, falling from, like, a bike.
I have to find Ace. Teacher.
No! Who shot the chocobo? Who did that?
Teacher.
Okay, these guys gotta die.
Damn.
Hey, zombie. Yeah, this game is more brutal than I expected.
I'm here. I'm right here.
I am here, the main character. Also, hi. Hey, zombie. How are you? How are you? Hope you're good. So yeah, this is Final Fantasy Type-0. I know nothing about this game, so... we're sort of playing through it blind as part of the Final Fantasy series.
Isana.
But already this game has started off very brutally. More brutally than I expected. Oh, hi. Hi. Hi.
It's
I think it's, I've had a weird couple of days, because this game, I was going to play Tactics World Alliance, but then my PSP broke down, so I've been scrambling to try and find a replacement game, and, well, this is it. It arrived very late on Wednesday, so there was no stream on Wednesday either. So it's been a bit of a headache, but we're here now, we're here now.
I always thought that your name was weird.
Really? That's what you say is your final moments? I think your name is weird.
I'm telling you, Makina must have
pulled that one out of a hat.
Hey, nothing wrong with Chichiri. That's a good name for a chocobo. Okay. He seemed to be a friend.
What do you think, girl? Is this the end?
Probably. I mean, you guys have a lot of blood loss.
Machina. Stay strong. Rem. I would have liked to see you again. JJ. I'm glad that you're here with me.
Aww.
No. I don't want to die.
I mean, nobody wants to die, but you don't have much of a choice in that aspect. And they're dead. Man, for a start of a game, that's very brutal to, like, do that. That's only, like, the start of the game when they, like, kill a chocobo and they... Give me pause, wait, what? Okay, whatever.
Go say goodbye, Ace. It's all right.
Oh, this is the song that played the starting bit. Oh, don't show Jet Chocobo. I don't feel it. The problem is I don't feel any emotional attachment to that character because he literally was on screen for 5 minutes. I probably felt more attachment for the Chocobo. But from the starting cutscene, it seems that this game is connected to Final Fantasy 13 because they mentioned Lucy. So I'm like, okay, what is happening? Why are they mentioning Lucy? But yeah, as the starting credits roll, I will say again, I know nothing about this game. This is a blind playthrough. We're just gonna beat the game, and yeah, I'm intrigued now because that start was a start. That was a start. I'm like, that's how you start a game. That's how you start a game. So I'm now intrigued. And so yeah, I'm excited to start a game I know nothing about. I don't even know like how the game plays or the battle system. I know nothing about it. So yeah, sit back and enjoy the ride, I guess. The theme song is called Bump of Chicken? Really? Why is it called that? Yay, recording resumed. Nope, begin. Pretty sure Bump of Chicken is the band. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a bit more sense then, because I was like, that should be the name of the song. Life Armor grants you various status. Just Google its song 0. Well, that makes sense because the game is called Biology Type-0. That makes sense. Well, since this is my first time playing, I will actually do a tutorial. So left stick to move, right stick move around, press R for reset your view.
Class 0. Respond.
Okay, so...
Good. The comm arrived safely.
Press X to draw your weapon and attack just button there for your ability.
Praise be unto the warrior who lost his name.
Wait, playing cards are my... Okay.
I am Kurosame.
Playing cards are my weapon? Am I Gambit? Use R1 to lock on fallen enemies and press X to harvest Phantoma. Clicking Phantoma restores MP and damages nearby enemies. Interesting, okay.
Your objective. Locate the Empire's crystal jammer.
Okay, interesting.
To restore the crystal.
Neutralize energy walls by defeating specific enemies or collecting Phantoma. R1 to lock on the target. Tilt right stick left or right. Or press L2 R2 to switch targets. I'll probably do L2 R2. Tilt right stick down to target closest enemy. Tilt right stick up to target full enemies or nearby objects. Okay. Stand still to recover hit points. Okay. Putting away your weapon fail 1 increases the way at which you can recover hit points, but also the amount of damage you take. Oh, okay, interesting. Press circle while moving dodge.
Understood.
May the crystal guide you.
Change active leaders with left or right depletes ability gauge. Huh. Where's the ability gauge though? When knocked onto a target, a coloured mark indicates vulnerability. Attack an enemy with a yellow mark, direct sight to deal massive damage. Attack an enemy with a red mark, kill sight to instantly kill the target. Okay. Interesting. Enemies are marked with this distinct icon to defeat the leader to end combat. When enemies start to flee and their leader falls, press X to force them to surrender and acquire items. Huh. Standard recovery portals to recover your HP, MP, and AG. Oh, we get a fortified ration, okay. Okay, so interesting so far. Interesting battle system. Hold down the assigned button to begin casting a spell, then reduce the attack. For some spells, holding the button longer results in stronger magic. Okay.
First, utilize the central lift. Take it up to the
Ow.
gateway and investigate the Militesi flagship that's docked there. The Dominion's fate is
Oh, that wasn't working because I wasn't close enough? Lock on for R1, tilt with R to target Okay.
May the crystal guide you.
Press the assign button to use special ability to deplete ability gauge, refill ability gauge by dealing damage to enemies. Okay, interesting. It'll take me a while to get used to the fuck.
What the hell?
Ow!
Such powerful magic.
Run away! Oh, this is one of those fights. This is one of those fights. Okay. Run away. Running away. Nope, I can't run away. This is one of those fights, is it? Where I have no choice but to lose. Oh, I see. I see now. Cutting the cards changes my, right.
It just ran away.
What?
I see.
What was that?
I see how that works now. Cutting cards changes my thing.
Now.
I see. Okay, okay, okay. Now I'm getting how this works. Because I was wondering what's the point of cutting your cards, and then I realized that. An arrow appears over switch as another important object for us to interact. Very, extravagant door.
We've spotted the enemy unit. Preparing to engage. Get in position. Prepare for landing.
Queen here. What is it?
Just testing the line.
Keep the lines clear of your nonsense.
Nonsense?
What about you?
The operation is proceeding as planned.
Same here. Saint, what's your status?
Everything's buttery smooth over here.
What's that voice?
I'm busy punching people.
You're busy punching people. Are you Snow 2.0?
Well, sounds like we're all on schedule.
Oh, I have to. Okay. Oh. Oh, have to wait.
The counterattack took the Empire by surprise, and the battle seemed to favor the Dominion. Then, 3 hours into the operation, many of the Dominion's airship squadrons had not yet fully achieved their objectives. A lack of experience combined with Imperial counterattacks was jeopardizing the operation. To make matters worse, without access to their most powerful weapon, magic, Rubrum's ground forces suffered severe casualties.
So again, magic is kind of like one of those like special powers.
Class 0, it's all you. It's my turn. This is intel. We've located part of the jamming device that's affecting.
Well, let me try the other characters. Use relic terminals to save, reorganize your squad, and check your status.
It's inside the Militesi flagship in the
that seems to be a dragon.
Head there immediately.
What the hell? Assignment? Okay, so we have Ace, being character Kun. We have 9, who seems to be a dragoon. And we have Queen, who I really want to play as for no reason at all. I'm not. I'm saying nothing. Saying nothing. No reserves. And that seems to be. Oh, that seems to be your. Oh. Okay. I don't want to lower, but then the Blizzard thing, that doesn't really. Oh. Huh. Okay, that's how this works. So I can change my thing. Okay. I think I'm getting how this works now. Now I can, yeah, so the weapon is that, and that's that. I think I'll go for the... Yeah, that increases HP and MP, so I'll go for that. And you have that. Okay, you have that, and the fire... Yeah, you're good. MP plus 10%. Ooh. Heals allies for draining HP. You don't have... Oh, you can also... So anyone can equip anything from what I see here. I think fire seems to be good. Although Fandara sounds better because it's an aura. I'll keep that on you actually. Yeah. So it seems that you can equip like anything from anybody. I think block good for you, and Queen you can be my healer, I guess. Promote cadets and eidolons, okay. Can I do this? Oh, I can, because I have 7 AP and I... Okay. For a finishing move after... Okay, so I can pick. Finishing blow. Can't do that. Support effects. HP effects. MP recovery effects. Oh, those are commands. Oh, I see. So I really want it to be like... Oh, okay. I'll think about that one for you. Increased movement speed, that sounds good. And jump power up. Jump crit up. AG, okay, so you seem... White Knight, okay, I might be playing as Nine. Because we all know how much I like Dragon Knights. Do I have to equip that? Or is that something that... And you have all that. Revolution Speed of Divine Judgment. Increases power. Increases power HP received. Just as AG cost. I might actually give you that. And that. Okay. Interesting. And I didn't actually save it after that, so... I'm like, wait, I didn't actually save it. Hi. Are you... I'm guessing you're a friend? You're not attacking me, so I guess that's fine. Stand still and hold circle to take defensive stance. or use defense magic.
Class 0, it's me. See that switch in front of you? I think you know this already, but you're free to suppress any resistance.
What? The device is still operational? It's impossible! They're using magic right in front of us!
So for you, you have to... So for guys up above, they have to...
Get guard upstairs! Prepare to deploy!
I assume I have to... Okay, I don't have to press you, I thought I did. Yeah, there's another enemy about.
Imperial troops are descending. Eliminate them and board that ship.
Oh, that's a big boy. Hi, big boy. Oh, I missed the jump. So the jump is not a perfect like jump, as in like dragon jump. There we go.
Huh? There they are!
Where? Oh, hi.
They came. Don't let them advance any further! Take them down! Invaders on the main deck! Shoot them on sight!
Oh, you do have to go around, okay.
Crush them!
Leave it to me.
Okay, I do want to try Queen for a bit, for reasons. Although I do like the dragoon character.
Signal's coming from just beyond there. Take it out.
So my only problem so far is that the AI doesn't seem to be doing much? Or is that just me? Oh, you can break those, okay. Okay, you can break those.
I got this. It's all you. It's my turn.
Oh, you dodged it.
Clean as a whistle, yo.
Yo.
Use the magicite to destroy it.
Okay.
Damn!
Get out of there before the ship crashes.
Oh god.
Let them escape! We'll show you the power of M8!
Ow. Ow.
I got this.
Oh, come on. There we go. Are you...
Machina?
Take it easy now.
Yeah. I'm okay. But Machina, the crystal.
Yeah, I saw.
Your name
Looks
is
like its
Machina?
power is returning.
Come on, Machina.
All right.
Magic has been restored in some areas. Anyone who can still fight, gather in front of the
It's all
facility.
you. It's my turn.
Run away!
Unknown weapon signature detected in the arena. We believe it's a new type of Magitech armor with an onboard jammer. Find it. And, once you find the target, you've been authorized to use special eidolons. Do whatever it takes.
Great, so my my thing is gone.
Special eidolons are summons we can use without dying, right? Sweet. Let's move.
Well, I can no longer have re-raise effect, which means I can die.
Let's hear that report again.
Okay.
Sir, Vessel 6 has been confirmed destroyed.
Looks like we have an anomaly on our hands. What about the 401st and 903rd?
I can't reach either company, sir.
Keep trying.
Sir! Vyakuya-ten! Vyakuya-ten! This is Kusabi.
Bring me that
Respond.
survivor. The one from the 161st.
Sir!
Okay.
Corporal Boz of 161st.
So, you're certain you saw the enemy using magic?
Yes, sir.
My understanding is that after witnessing this, you fled from the battle. Then your unit was annihilated. Is that correct?
Yes. I felt it was my duty to report.
In the Militesi army, we do not tolerate soldiers who flee from their fear.
Bro.
161st Company was wiped out by Dominion magic. Clean this up.
Dominion magic.
Sir.
So
Well.
even a Lassie like Kune cannot keep the Vermilion Bird Crystal in check.
A game with the Lassie, so as I said, this game must have some connection
Well,
to
this
13.
sucks. Where'd these rats crawl out from?
Oh, well that's the Lassie symbol.
really sucks.
Why are you a mood? Why are you automatically a mood? This really sucks. No, I don't feel that way yet. Now I can like to see his head for somewhere.
Our goal is to occupy the building.
Okay, so I do have to learn to block and dodge. Something I don't do a lot. Who needs to block and dodge? Well, I almost died previously, so I feel like I do need to do that.
Same old routine. Try something new.
That's definitely not good.
Let's end this right now. Now then. Huh?
More friends. Katana person? Okay. Hi, katana person. And hi, whip sword person. AKA I've even Soul Calibur.
Did we get him?
What the?
Oh, hi, Odin. How are you?
They summoned here? Inside my jammer field? How?
Well. Oh god. Well, we get to fight as Odin. And I have 9,099 hit points. Okay. Well, that was easy. Let's press on to second. Just don't bring a spear to a summon fight. Yeah.
We have to start over?
Why is it roaring? I mean, I know why. It's a machine dog
Is this the power
thing,
of a Lassie?
but didn't need to roar. Yes, I see that. My part has changed.
This ought to be quick.
Roger that.
Oh, your attack speed is very slow.
Reactivate.
So Quimby likes to say this sucks a lot. Oh, I did very badly. I did very badly. Oh dear.
This sucks.
Yeah, this sucks. Explode. Just getting exploded does suck. I do agree with that statement.
Who are you people? Those red cloaks.
No way.
Ninetail is down! Communication lost with Kunmi!
Impossible! What's going on out there?
Look at that hat.
The Vermilion Bird Crystal is fully restored. Magic readings in all sectors. Wait, point 68. A Lassie? A Vermilion Bird Lassie! I've lost contact with the 204th and 208th.
Get our men out of there. Attention all units in Dominion territory. Halt all military operations and withdraw at once.
Retreat! Retreat!
Send HQ a code 991. We're transitioning to Operation Northern Dawn.
Sir.
To come this far just to be turned back.
6 hours into the operation, Rubrum's Agito Cadet Class 0 achieved its objective.
0? Like Type-0?
The Dominion succeeded in taking back its territory. It was here that Class 0 made its first mark in the pages of history.
Misfortune has befallen academia and the Dominion at large. The Militesi Empire has broken the quadripartite Crystal States Pact, which was forged through the courage and wisdom of our forebearers. Because of this deplorable, gravely unwarranted, and unforgivable breach of faith, we have all lost many friends and loved ones. And yet, here I stand before you, proof that your strength of heart, your pure and noble desire to protect our beloved Rubrum and the Vermilion Bird Crystal
shall drive out the Militesi forces that still unlawfully occupy.
I first shall let him finish.
And liberate our villages, cities, and citizens that continue to suffer at the hands of the Empire. Rubrum is not in this alone. All of Orience must confront this challenge. I hope that you will all remember this as a new...
Chancellor! Anathemic readings in Lorca.
What?
I'm not saying nothing about that female character, but by not saying anything, I'm saying something, so... yeah.
One day, historians may refer to this as Tempus Finis.
Nonsense. This is not the beginning of the end. It is the first ray of hope, one that we've brought forth.
Yeah, so Sid is evil in this game, again.
In 842 RG, an Ultima bomb, powerful enough to
an Ultima bomb? Really?
Was dropped
really?
in the Black
really?
in Lorca.
I mean, I get it, but
blink of an eye,
who made an Ultima bomb? Who actually decided, hey, I'm going to put Ultima into a bomb?
Completely erased from the continent of Orient.
That seems like a bad idea.
Raise the Vermilion Banner.
Fearing an attack with a second Ultima bomb, the Kingdom of Concordia, home to the Azure Peristilium, began defending the airspace over its territory and that of the Dominion of Rubrum.
I still don't know what the word Peristilium means.
Concerned the war might spread to other nations, Concordia sought an immediate cessation of hostilities, but was rejected outright by the Dominion of Rubrum.
I mean, he tried.
With large portions of land occupied by the Empire, the Dominion was reluctant to accept a ceasefire, as that would be a silent concession to the Empire's act of aggression. The Consortium of Eight, Rubrum's supreme ruling council, spent several days debating how to recover their lost territory.
With our force's current state, do you really believe we can defeat the Empire in a full-scale conflict?
I mean, probably
We'll
not.
have to abandon our outer territories and focus on defending the capital and retaking key strategic areas.
We can make up for our disadvantage in numbers with the sea. The Empire already unleashed the sea on us during this invasion. We're lucky that it wasn't a Primus. If they want to throw dirt at us, I say we just throw it right back at them.
Is that a good idea?
My, you've quite the sense of humor. Do you really think a lessee would accede to the wishes of the Consortium?
Why not? The Vermilion Bird Crystal was attacked by an enemy lessee. It was put in danger. There's no
It's
way
weird
that
hearing the
lessee
words lessee
could
again.
refuse to aid us in this situation.
And if the lessee operated by that logic, you might actually have a point.
Only the Vermilion Bird Crystal has the power to direct the lessee to help us. And the wills or won'ts surrounding that do not a productive discussion make.
Might I offer a suggestion? I understand the cadets who were involved in the liberation of the capital were unaffected by the jammer and managed to repel the White Tiger lessee. Can we create more soldiers with the same magic technology used to create them?
Are you saying we were created? Like our team was created? We're effectively like super soldiers?
Sorry I'm late.
Okay, that's the voice for that character. That's the correct voice for that character.
I can't simply repeat what I've done with the children. And the tech itself is classified. Disclosure is out of the question.
She's very stylish with her very long, posh cigarette thingy.
Dr. Aracia, have you learned anything about the crystal jammer?
Very little.
There's probably a word for that, and I don't know what that word is.
Certainty, though, that no human could operate the jammer. It would take a lessee. However, my scanners haven't detected any major disruptions since Lorica's little disappearing act. Based on the data, I believe that something has happened to the lessee, and the jammer is inoperable.
Even if that's true, do you have an actual plan to get us out of this current mess?
Just deploy the cadets.
I mean, that's a good plan. That's a plan.
I believe that is the best way to turn the tide of battle without compromising our defenses.
Undeniably, the Agito cadets would make for a potent implement of war, but...
Would it not be seen as an expansion of the role of those defending the Peristilium?
No. If the lessee won't help us, what choice do we have?
Very well. Shall we defer to the Chancellor's judgment?
That seems like a bad idea.
The Dominion's very existence is imperiled. Each of us will be put to trial. even the Agito cadets. And if Rubrum is at stake, they would welcome
hey,
those challenges.
Hello. It's been a bit. I know. I hope you're good. You're probably going to ask me where I was.
Very well, then. Shall we make it official?
And I'm probably going to get told off. Oh, hey, it's about parts of him. Wow, I didn't believe the rumors about the about crimson-clad cadets thrashing the white tiger in the sea, but here you are, Class 0 in the flesh. I'm Aki from Class 1st. It's an honor. Why not show you around? This is Academia. Home of the Vermilion Peristelium. Your homeroom should be just 3 entrance and down the hall to the left. You haven't met with your CEO yet, have you? You won't be officially registered as a cadet until you do, so I'll head there first. Okay. Our privileges come with plenty of responsibilities too, but we cadets are all here to look out for each other, so don't be a stranger. Oh wow, there's a lot here, okay. I wasn't expecting all of that. Oh, so we have, oh right, our potions are, right, okay. And we're back to playing as Ace. So Ace is our protagonist kun. Oh, you can move while pausing. That's weird. Well, that's technically not pause, that's just pause. That's pause. It's weird. Oh gosh! Got a kidney stone, needs some further investigation with some other things. With a camera up some not so nice places. Oh gosh, Keely! Well, hopefully you're okay. And yes, recover. Is that? Yes, it is. You're the Moogle in charge of Class 1st. Oh, great. So there's Moogles in this game, confirmed. I've never really had it. I don't really know anything about kidney stones, so yeah, hopefully it's not too painful. But I've heard that they can be painful. But yeah, no, you rest up 100%, Kaylee. That sounds horrible. And yeah, having a camera up some not so nice places, yeah, that's I can imagine. But I can't imagine because I've never had something like that happen to me before. But yeah, I can. It sounds rough. Sounds very, very, very rough. There you are, Ace. I've been waiting for you, darling. Oh, great. She's flirty. Before you officially register as a cadet, there's something your mother would like you to know. I have to warn you that 2 new cadets will be joining you, dears, in Class 0. They've been donned in the same crimson kits, but don't be fooled, they're nothing like you. You did an excellent job collecting Phantoma. Those 2 new kids will be assisting in the harvest, but I don't know what Phantoma is. I prefer they remained unaware. Our new 12, only a handful of elite researchers are privy to the information about Phantoma. You dears receive certain privileges because you're special, but those 2 new ones are not. Our research is strictly confidential, and I'd hate for any secrets to get out. So do your poor roller favor and keep this information to yourself. You'll do that for me, won't you, darling? Very painful. Yeah, I can imagine. But on some strong painkillers, all good. Waiting for the referral for the camera, but hopefully that'll come back. It's fine when I have it. Yeah, I hope so too. Hope so too. And obviously, you know, just rest as much as you can. I mean, obviously it's harder for you because like you have a kid, a toddler. But yeah, just rest as much as you possibly can. And all you can do is wait. Oh, we have everybody. Okay, we have everybody here. So we have Ace, we have Juice. She looks like a bard. Interesting. Trey looks like an archer. Interesting. Keter is a gunner, looks like. He's currently having a nap. Can you leave my child? The non-napper is napping. I mean, that's good. We have a scythe person. Ooh, scythe person. 7 we've played as. 8. Oh, I just realised. ES is 1, just 2, Trey as in TRE, so that's 3. Cater as in Catwer. The French word for 4. I get it now. I get what they're doing. And then Jack, Queen, King. So, question. What is your question, Kaylee? Where does this game lie in the series? I don't know, because I don't know anything about this game, but it seems to be connected to Final Fantasy 13. Because they mentioned the sea. So I'm guessing, because whenever Final Fantasy 13, they're originally going to have a lot more games in the Final Fantasy 13 series. There's going to be I know Final Fantasy 15 was actually supposed to be Final Fantasy 13. No, what was it called? Its original name. Final Fantasy 15's original name. I can't remember now off the top of my head. Let me actually double check that. Final Fantasy 15's original name. So yeah, it seems to be connected to that. Ah, yes. So Final Fantasy 15 was originally called Final Fantasy Versus 13, but then they changed it. Thank you, Kaylee. So yeah, this game seems to be connected to the Final Fantasy 13 line. But as I said, I don't know apart from that anything else, because I know nothing about this game. This is 100% blind. You were intrigued. Well, hopefully you heard it. Which reminds me, hopefully everything sounds okay. I don't know why the little thing of...
Alright, let's cut through the formalities. I am now your commanding officer, Kurasame.
Commanding officer?
Yes. As of this moment, you are under my command. The authorization came directly from Arch-Sorceress Auracia Alracia.
From Mother?
Hey. Take a hike, yo.
Yo?
We only take orders from Mother. Got it? You're not wanted here, yo.
Nice slap. Okay, that's a slap. That's like a backhand. Okay, that guy's... Can we play as you?
Ow, you son of a bitch. That hurt!
That's enough!
Okay, so this guy's badass immediately.
Ooh, this guy is pretty tough.
Not for long.
He said it was Mother's decision. Are you saying you won't follow Mother's orders?
Well done, Kenny.
Satisfied?
You get applause for
Good.
that amount.
Henceforth, you will execute Dominion missions under my command. When you have no assignment, you will live here, at Academia, with the other cadets.
On campus?
Yes.
We never had to do that before. Why start now?
Does that come from Mother, too?
Yes. Those are Dr. Auracia's orders. Also, Cadet Machina, Cadet Rem, enter.
Oh, we get rid of a...
2 new cadets have been assigned to Class 0, starting today.
We get these two again.
Kunigiri. Hello.
Ram Tokimiya. Nice to meet you. Let me guess. Chaperones?
Your time is yours until you receive further orders. I have high hopes for you. May the crystal guide you.
May the crystal guide you. Oh boy.
Good to see you again. Thanks for the assist the other day.
Yeah. Thanks so much for helping us out. Seriously though, I can't believe Class 0 is real. Why, my friends and I were sure yourselves were just one of Academia's urban legends now we were. And you're so powerful. Just 3 of you took down a l'Cie. Oh, which reminds me. Why were you able to use your weapons in that?
No. So she's one of those characters. Am I picking up Harvestella? Harvestella looks good, but I'm really not much of a fan of those farm simulator games. I think I realized that after playing Animal Crossing. I mean, it looks cool. If somebody else is playing it, I might like watch them play it and see and sort of judge for myself, sort of thing. Also, time the mission 6 hours. Why does that appear?
Starting today, I'll be relaying mission information and instructions from the Dominion. I am the Military Operation Organization and Guidance Logistics Expert.
It spells...
Moogle for short.
It spells Moogle.
Some prefer to call me the Military Operation Guide, or MOG, Kubo.
I mean, of course.
You can call me whatever you want. I hope to be of service, Kubo.
You tried to demo a bit and you liked it enough to pick it up. Nice.
How about...
Feels to me like Farm Sim meets Final Fantasy.
Moglin! Lynn! No, Kubo. No Lynn, Kubo. Besides, I do have a proper name, Kubo.
What is it?
Hatskamine Lotayosna Iriborchi, Kubo.
Press X to die?
That's too hard. Moglin's good enough.
Good enough? Kubo.
Okay, so there is a little bit of humor in this game. Get to the cemetery, head out that door over there and through the rear garden, Kupo. Many brave men and women give their lives for us in liberation. You should offer them a pair of thanks, Kupo. After all, you can't start thinking about the future until you pay homage to the past, Kupo. Great, I have to say Kupo again. I thought it was done saying Kupo. Some are it seems to me that main scenes are voiced, but there are other scenes that aren't.
Hi there. I don't believe we've met before.
So there might still be some reading by me.
My name is Deuce.
King.
Great.
Aria. What? Aria. So your name is Aria?
You're very quiet, Aria. I mean, there must be a reason to that. Okay, so go up this way, I guess? I don't itching to explore Academia, but if it weren't for his... Oh, right, okay. But I was going up! I have missed you, Keely. Of course I have. I have missed streaming because, obviously, I was due to come back Monday, but my PSP broke down and I couldn't fix it, so I was like having to scramble to get a backup game for Final Fantasy Tactics, and it didn't arrive until very late on Wednesday, so there was no stream on Wednesday either. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but that's the way it is.
What is this place?
It's called a cemetery.
What's a cemetery?
Here we carve the names of the fallen, so their legacies may live on.
Because we are unable to retain memories of those who die before us.
But I heard that the crystal removes our memories to help us, so that the living won't be tied down to the dead.
Wait, the crystal removes memories?
We leave our knowing tags behind before we go to battle, as proof that we lived.
If no one comes to pick up a tag, it means that person died.
Then that name is engraved here, as the name of someone who died for the Vermilion Bird. I always make sure to write down the names of everyone that I meet, or go out on a mission with. Then after
It's
a
okay, it's in
mission,
the hospital, they
I'll
have
check to
involved
see
in
if there
that,
are
so
any
glad
names
to
I
miss
don't
anything.
recognize. If there are names
No,
there
I know,
that
I
I
know,
don't
Kitty.
remember,
I know.
then I come
It
home
kind of worked out, didn't
and
it?
look for the people
It
I
worked out
once
for the
knew.
best, then.
But I still can't remember them.
You know, because you're like straight for me. I do have others sometimes come to visit, like Zombie here. Zombie's visited me because it's been a while since I last seen Zombie here in chat. So it's always good to see people that I've connected with over the past wee bit. Oh, some events at Academia can only be triggered by using certain characters. Change active members at relic terminals. Yeah. And, you know, as I said, it's just because of my weird sort of schedule, and that I start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me, so it's sort of like a weird sort of time zones for others, but hey-ho. Have you finished stuffing your prayers, Kippo? Then let's learn how things work here around Academia, Kippo. On mission day, Central Command will issue sortie orders. You'll be on your way, Kippo. Until then, though, you can use your free time to talk to whomever and go wherever you please, Kippo. Okay, you have 12 hours of free time in one day. Pay attention to characters with the following icons. The star thing necessary for proceeding further in the game. Initiates an event, but uses 2 hours of free time. Okay. Offers tutorials and hints for proceeding further in the game. Info provides a particular service like selling items. When mission day arrives, your CEO will call you in, Kippo. Any frog catching in this game, I wonder? I hope not. Then he'll explain your orders, and then you'll march off the battle, Kippo. When you're just itching to start your mission, go find Tachi Nami in Central Command, Kippo. I'm sure I'll be more than happy to help, so talk to him and he'll get you ready to march right away, Kippo. You also confirm your next sortie orders, Kippo. That way you'll know the difficulty level of your next mission, Kippo. If you don't think you're strong enough yet, then keep training hard until mission day, Kippo. You won't learn anything in Academia if you don't know your way around, Kippo. Now you're officially registered as a cadet, you're free to use the great portal in the entrance, Kippo. So go on and have a look around, Kippo. And I have a special present for you once you've explored all of Academia, Kippo. I'm never shy about chatting with other cadets, Kippo. I've got another gift for you if you see lots of exclamation point events, Kippo. I know, I just love it here at Academia, Kippo. Why? Why do I have to say Kippo anytime?
Help you?
Oh, you're the merchant, right? Okay. Whoa, Weavers cost 2,000. Okay. Should have a Kippo counter. Okay, well, I'll buy a couple of potions. Equip an item from the field and use it with down. Well, that's something I didn't know about, so thank you for telling me that.
Hi.
One Oren's is still allowance to thinking. I think his crystal gemmer is tiniest though, but the ultimate bomb is simply excusable. Alright, so I need to switch to Rem and Machina for that little scene. So I guess I'll do that.
What's this?
It's called a save point.
It's a relic terminal, Kupo. A what?
Relic. An artifact shrouded in mystery, said to be born of the Vermilion Bird Crystal. I've heard it has the power to manipulate time and space.
That's according to some legends, Kupo. In the Dominion, we sync them with magic and use them for data input and communication, Kupo. You can save your data and such, Kupo.
If I'm not mistaken, Cadets can do all of that with the naturally occurring relics all over the world.
That's right, Kupo. If you find one, you should check it out, Kupo.
Basically, the game saying, hey, you should save it. Oh yeah, so Machina has rapiers. Ooh, rapiers. We have a lot of party members, and Rem has daggers, but she has Curaga. She has Curaga. That she might be good as a healer then. Okay, good. I can do that from here. Let a card in the ground activate. No. I mean, I might as well learn abilities because it seems like they learn as you level up. Oh, there's melee attack. So you learn abilities either by a level up or by learning previous abilities. That makes a bit more sense. Whoa, 14 AP and 18 AP, okay. Enhances allies' abilities and force them to fight. Huh. Berserk? Execute up to three dodges in succession. Yes, please. That seems really good. Execute any number of dodges in succession. That also sounds really good. Sure, I'll learn that too. Oh, that's... Char enemies and Faros. Okay, so that's like... I probably should have learned that first. It's fine. Oh, so you do, Charge shot... Charge shot when gun is unholstered but not in use. Exploding shots, fire shots of elemental fire magic defaults to fire. That seems... Yeah, that seems good there to equip that. Definitely understanding all these words. Yeah, I know, right? There's quite a lot. There is quite a lot. I think I'm getting it though. I think. Use Absorb Malice, okay. Increase power by defeating enemies and absorbing their malice. Okay, so you're, Oh. Capture an enemy and either reel them in or instantaneously approach the target. Okay, so there's a lot of characters in this, so this might be a bit... yeah, okay, so you can do that with that. Oh, you have like stances and stuff. You're the... Oh, that's not defense ability? Huh. Yeah, there's a lot here. Equip 2 spells at once, so that's what that does. Yes, movement speed. Okay, so you're very dodgy. Dodgy is not a word, but expand AG to restore MP to user and allies. That's good. Okay. After all that, I should save it. That's a lot. There's a lot of party members. I wasn't expecting so many party members, but there's a lot.
Big brother. I'm in Class 0 now. The legendary Class 0.
Machina.
I was reporting to my brother. Not that I have any memories of what he was even like anyway.
Yeah, because you mentioned before, crystals remove memories.
He was protecting the Dominion after all.
But it's weird.
What is?
No worries, Keely. Rest. Rest.
The Capital Liberation Campaign.
Huh? Then why?
The authorities.
You don't want me to tell you off.
He was on the battlefield? Without being deployed?
That.
Not that I don't think I could do that anyway.
They couldn't keep on record.
He's your brother, Machina. I'm sure whatever he was doing, he did his best.
I'd like to think that. But why would he be on the front lines? Brother, why did you die?
Oh. I'm gonna get an exposition and a lecture. Nice. Okay, I guess that means I can like full explore everywhere now. So just have to get used to where everything is. No worries, Keely, I appreciate the lurk. Oh, you already met CEO? I guess that means you're officially one of us now. In that case, why don't I show you out a little? That great portal in the center connects to all sorts of places. The lounge, the ready room, the terrace, the Chocobo Ranch, the armory, sorcery. Oh, that reminds me, the doctor told me to let you know she's waiting for you in her office. Be sure to warp over there later, okay? That door leads to the Dominion's Central Command. The officers provide you with all you need to know about your upcoming operations. And there we have the Crystarium. Crystarium. Its walls are practically bursting with information. The jewel in the custodian's crown is the Rubicus, located right near the entrance. It's an incredible anthology of records, dossiers, and all sorts of advice. If you find yourself at a loss, I'd try consulting the Rubicus. Oh wow. This is the world map, I guess? Now let's consider a little tour. Sure, use this place no time. Good luck. Don't get Dr. Alracia waiting too long. Oh, so there is fast travel. Okay. I'm like, what does this do? It's like a fast travel. Oh, so there's a quip here. Yeah, so probably should sell my old weapons then.
Hey.
So you're one of the newbies, great. I was hoping for more deadweight to slow me down on missions. Wow, okay. I do love the fact that there are muggles in this place as well. Well, common folk of Rebarium maintain possession of knowing their tag, of their own knowing tag. Special councils charged with keeping track of the cadets' tags, Kupo. Hey, Rebello! Which is my favorite character so far? I've literally only started the game, so I sort of trying to get used to the characters, but I do like, the spear guy, whose name I've forgotten, hold on, there's that, but we have the two new sort of characters. I kind of like them too, so I'm not really sure yet. But how are you, Rinvillo? Hope you're good. Why does that Moogle have a spike hill on his helmet, on his pom-pom? Why? I mean, I know why, but why? Should a mission ever prove insurmountable, you do well consider reevaluating your approach. Sometimes small adjustment can produce the greatest effect on the outcome of an operation. Well, yes, we have it on easy because Doing well? Good, 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 good. As it were, the tribune charged with overseeing the support personnel, Academia's rescue squad, I have taken the liberty of officially registering you all as members of the SP. Do not hesitate to enlist your comrades' help. Support personnel consists of cadets who provide backup for comrades on missions. Requesting backup from SP earns support personnel points and boosts your SP rank. Earn a higher SP rank to access exclusive spells and equipment. Oh, okay. Okay, so you want to do this. I mean, I don't have it, but...
Good work.
My name is Tachinami, we're providing you remote assistance on large-scale operations. If you're already itching to get the front round, so I'm going to have you deployed as soon as possible. Well, maybe I shouldn't do this just yet. Mission level 12. No. Just in case there's other missions. Good soldier always reflects upon his opponents on every operation. If you succeed, there's always room for improvement. Completed missions can be replayed at any time. Any character may participate in these replays regardless of the data loaded. Items and XP earned during replay missions are saved. Oh. That's how you grind in this game. Interesting. And applied to your current file, missions cannot be replayed from a mid-mission save file. Okay, so that's how you grind in this game. That might be something I'll probably be doing. Oops, no. I love the fact that there's like a lounge. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very posh. So many sofas. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm not knocking it. I love it. There's so many sofas though. Well, there doesn't seem to be much to do yet here. And to take all these special tests from company cadets, but class here just ruined the academia with arch sorceress cooktails. It's not fair. Arch sorceress? Hmm. I'm sort of exploring right now. I don't really know what else to do apart from just explore, so just trying to get used to this place. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of Final Fantasy VIII, the fact that like we're all like a part of like a big massive like group of people.
Seems like I'm always running into you guys.
We're in
Oh, hi, Lightning 2.0. How are you?
Of course we see a lot of each other.
Yeah, I know, but actually, I had no idea that Rem was even in the Dominion.
If only I had known you were here, Machina, I would have tried to get in touch with you. I would have.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe we kept missing each other for 2 months.
Like, hi.
You two actually knew each other before coming here?
Rem and I? We're from the same village.
We saw each other at a drill. I hadn't seen him for 7 years.
I knew it was you. You haven't changed.
Look at you. I was surprised by how tall you'd gotten, Machina. When we were back in the village, you were shorter than I was.
Yeah, like I said, you haven't changed.
So 7 is Lightning 2.0. I will have no arguments on that. 7 is Lightning 2.0, which makes sense because there are Final Fantasy 13 connections so far that I've seen through this game. So yeah. Oh no, there's chocobo chicks in this game. Oh no, don't tell me you have to raise one. Howdy! I don't reckon I've seen you around these before. Welcome to Rubrum's Water Lily Chocobo Ranch, where chocobos rule the roost. They transport soldiers, spread across the battlefield, and they provide victuals in a pinch. Why, I said heaps more help from the Solo Clumsy cadets. Really? Well, since you've come all the way out here, might as well give me this. Reckon so we play well out here in the field. 10 male and female chocobos. Oh no. Oh no, don't give me these. This is a bad idea. If you get hungry for using a chocobo to your own, I'd say this is called a handy too. Castle greens, yay. Or Gasol greens, sorry, that's the proper pronunciation after I learned that out in Lightning Returns. What's a chocobo? Here, mind, I done heard some silly questions by time, but nobody asked me what a chocobo is. Chocobos are wonderful little critters. Little. They can do just about anything. Some folks raise them for farming, some folks raise them for battle, others raise them for dinner. I can't eat a chocobo. I mean, I know they're basically glorified ostriches, but still. I reckon your average bird can't do that. Chocobos are special, don't you go forget it, you hear? Where can I find chocobos? Find chocobos anywhere you go? Reckon the closest folk might be pecking at the grasses around Tokareth. Fair warning, you know, the wild ones are little shy fellas, so if you plan wrangling one for your nest, you keep it inside of line of sight. Used to be all different breeds of chocobos, but a good number of them died in the invasion. If you don't happen to find anything unusual ones out there, I'd very appreciate it brought them back here. Great. Tell you one thing, chocobos sure love some Gashol greens, that's for sure. But that ain't really my area of expertise, as a head breeder if you're looking to learn more. Well, chocobos get tired just like you and me, and they don't like holding folks around all day. When they get took out, they drop you faster than a hot griddle in the middle of summer. Yes, once they fly off the egg, coming back. There ain't no reason to mistreat them though. For practice, you're welcome to circle around the rush as much as you like. After all, partner, ain't no better way to improve the practice. Okay. I feel this is a bad idea giving me 10 male and female chocobos. I feel that's an incredibly bad idea to do that, but you've did it, so... you can test ride your chocobos around the corral. Let me know when you're ready to dismount. Nah, it's fine. I mean, if there's chocobo music, actually I should hear the chocobo music. And there isn't chocobo music. I was expecting chocobo music. There isn't chocobo music. Oh well. So there's still a lot of areas I need to explore. So let's do that. Oh, I keep picking no. Right, so that's the fountain. That must be like airships, so it must be like the what's the word? There's a word. I can't think of the word. But this place is bigger than I expected. Docks. Docks is the word I was thinking of. So I assume this is where you like come to like fast travel and stuff. The Empire apparently destroyed our entire fleet in the invasion, so all of our commuter flights are currently out of service. Oh. It's been a while since we saved it, so I guess we'll do that. What's that, like, timer thing? So I'm sort of looking around to try and find missions as well, because yeah. Oh. Okay, so other classrooms are off limits. Kapoo. Well, now you tell me that. And this is the Crusaurium. Looks different from Final Fantasy 13, where you used it to level up. Now it's a library. Because that makes sense. Fulfill certain conditions to lock various entries in the Rubricus. Can you learn for all of Orient's secrets? Oh god. Well, I'm not going to look at all of this, but there'll be a lot of things. I'm not going to read all of that because that would take about 500 million years. Good day, Cadet. I'm here to welcome you to Crusaurium, Rubberum's treasure trove of knowledge. Feel free to use this facility when studying for exams or something simply piques your curiosity. Oh. Oh, just to see him. There's a lot of books here. Just all of the books. Okay, so I can't seem to go to the pipe area. So I guess we'll just proceed on with the video game. Even though I'm 95% sure I've missed something. But hey ho.
Good work.
After the virtual annihilation of its forces in the Imperial invasion, Rubrum decides to conscript cadets into the military and send them into battle. The Dominion forms an elite unit of cadets who will recapture McTeague, located in the outskirts of Academia. Central Command selects Class 0 to be a part of this operation, but your first time experiencing real combat.
Oh, I have a special message on my comm.
Special message?
Yes. It appears that the Moogle is calling us all to a meeting.
So let's go back to the classroom and ask the Moogle what it's about.
Yes.
And, what's a comm again?
Oh, it was the name of the communicator that was issued to us. Crystal-Oriented Messaging Media.
Everything's short for
That's
something.
what the letters in comm stand for, or so I'm told.
Very dramatic music for Mission Day. That was incredibly dramatic music. Should I be concerned? I feel I should be concerned. It's fine, right?
At ease.
You receive reverse marching orders from Central Command. Don't make that PS, your fellow cadets will be there to provide backup if you need it. Activate backup settings, receive support from Academia just to damage allies tech. However, support personnel casualties will be tied as part of your mission grade. Why is a Tilbury on the desk with a giant... Never mind, I'm not going to ask questions. Your mission is as follows. Right, we've already read this. Proceed through the main gate towards your destination. Once you complete the objective, return directly to Academia. I expect great things of you. Don't disappoint me. The Crystal will guide you. Dismissed. Yeah, there's literally a Tilbury.
Hello?
Yeah, I would be like, hello to you too.
Hello?
Yeah, it's not answering us.
Let's go. Just kill
I'm making sure I've saved it. Yeah, so I will have to get used to. I think I've got used to like where the map of this place, but it's still quite a large area, so that'll take me a bit.
We're counting on you.
Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Good luck.
Oh.
Good luck to you.
I wasn't expecting them to like disappear. I was expecting to have to press a button. This is your first sortie as Class 0. Good luck, Kupo. You've gained lots of experience in the field, but only if you're participating in combat, Kupo. Oh, remember, if things determine ground, don't refer to abort the mission, Kupo. If the operation ends in failure, the experience will stay with you, Kupo. Cadets who participate in combat receive XP and level up. Those who remain in reserves throughout a mission will not earn XP. Okay, interesting. However, some cadets perform better than others depending on circumstances. Prepare for anything by treating all your cadets evenly. There's a lot of us though. Then utilize their strengths to gain the upper hand in battle. Adjust your squad formation to like terminal mid-mission, deploy your reserves, or play completed missions from missions on the title screen to train other cadets. Cadets not currently participating in combat remain on standby in reserves. If stay in reserves, combat throughout a mission will not earn XP or level up. You can just direct the squad formation. However, when one of your active squad members falls to battle, press up to replace them with a cadet from your reserves. Losing all cadets will result in game over. Okay. Certain squad formations grant active members prime status at the start of mission. These cadets receive aura and trunt status. And take less damage. Aborting the mission will send the squad back to Academia and allow them to keep all XP earned if all members die in battle, lose all XP, and will start from last save point. All XP and MP will restored after each battle. The word of Orients immediately return to activity anytime existing field menu. Okay. Oh, is this who gets the boost? Oh, you just pick everybody. Oh, select active members, here we go. I'm a bit worried that she's level 8, but I'll do it because she has that boost. Select the port mission from the field menu. You report the campaign, you lose all items, Phantoma, and SPP contained, retain all XP AP.
Class 0, commencing maneuvers. Wait! Mine!
I'm still getting used to dodging. That's one thing I keep forgetting to do, is dodge.
Hey, you called?
Oh. I mean, sure, why not? Head west and circle around.
Keep it up! Get to him before I get closer!
So do I want these people with me? I don't know if I do. I'm guessing I do. Oh, so that's how it works, okay. I think I'm getting how this game works. I think I'm getting it. Although, are they controlled by the computer, or are they controlled by other people? I feel they're not controlled by other people, and they're controlled by the computer. Okay, I'm not hitting you. So I guess I just ignore you? Still getting used to, like, absorbing MP off people. When one of your active squad members involved about press 1... Oh, okay.
They broke through?
Goodbye.
Titan defenses!
keep forgetting to dodge.
What will you do with me? Mission accomplished.
Oh.
I'm ready for the end.
B rank. Yay. Mog started to really irritate me after a while. I mean, Mog do that. Mog definitely has a definite tendency to be annoying. So I guess we go back? We did the mission, so I guess we just go straight back. Oh great. I'm gonna get lectured by a Noogle. I feel it's
Rubrum girl, if it's not any trouble, I would like to ask your assistance.
Oh, yes, ma'am?
We are envoys for the Kingdom of Concordia. We must speak with the Chancellor quickly.
Oh.
We would like to know where we might find his office. We received directions, but the scenery impressed me so that I seem to have gotten us lost.
Well,
the best way to get to the Chancellor's office is by going through that magic portal up ahead.
Oh my. It appears that we have taken quite the detour now, haven't we?
You seemed so confident. I was certain you knew where you were going.
Thank you for your help, young lady. May the path you follow be bright.
You have our gratitude.
that was a thing.
We can do it.
Oh, the woman from War is Concordia? Isn't that a country where only women hold positions of power? Becoming a Jito is a daunting task when we provide an incentive kit. Oh, I've got some presents to give you according to how much time we spent in Orient. Class first didn't get to be the top class in the academia without putting plenty of effort. I'd say hard work should be rewarded, so you sure do your best, Kippo. Oh, right. No, I was gonna go, because I got some more money, so I'm gonna buy some more equipment. That's what I was gonna do. Oh wait, I can't? Oh wait, I can, teleport, that's right. It's weird that you can't just walk everywhere. You have to use the teleporter. I guess it is the most convenient way of getting around, but still. And I guess I have to, like, continually go around and search for quests. Yeah, so I'm just basically gonna go through everything and just buy as much as I can. Okay, so that's HP and the MP, and that's defense. Okay. Oh, quest.
What is it?
Never thought you would share my home with the Vermilion Bird Crystal. Yes. Everyone's how all cadets around here have different colored capes, each class has its own colour, but I was paying attention when Mother first brought me to Academia. Class here wears crimson in honour of the Vermilion Bird. It's not that we all stand for. We also represent Mother. She's one who pulled the strings to get us here in the first place. The other cadets complain about us riding in their coattails. They're completely wrong, but that's exactly what we got a pre-result to show everyone that Mother made the right choice bringing us here. Oh right, that took time, but it gave me an E first, so. Well met, Class Hero. It is I, Class 8, the Moogle of Class 8, Kupo. I still want of your time. Sure. Though I don't regard with a common faith, the prize I seek is one far nobler, knowing tags, Kupo. You see, although you cadets adjust thy tags to the Academia before embarking on a new quest, of our countrymen hold on to their tags until their dying breath, Kupo. And unless some kind soul takes upon himself to receive upon him or herself to retrieve these tags, what proof do we have that those who died ever lived once their memories vanish from our minds, Kupo? Oh, imagine the agony felt by families uncertain of their loved ones' whereabouts. Canst thou, in good conscience, allow our fallen sentences to simply be forgotten, Kupo? Sorry, but Shakespearean language followed by Kupo just doesn't work. Nay, Kupo! It is our noble duty to retrieve those knowing tags to provide closure for the families of those who have fallen in the fields. So prithee, in your travels, should you happen to upon a knowing tag, I ask you to do the noble thing and retrieve it for me, Kupo. Well, that was the thing. A posh Moogle with Shakespearean language followed by Kupo. Somehow I feel it doesn't work.
Machina, looking for something?
Yeah.
Capital Liberation Campaign Report. What do you want to know?
Oh, you know, just some stuff.
Just some stuff.
I see.
So, I guess even Class 0 doesn't have access to top secret mission reports, huh?
Only division heads have the authority to read classified mission reports. Any particular reason you want to know?
Oh, I was just a little curious.
Oh, hello. What are you two talking about?
Oh, nothing important. See ya.
Oh, we're not talking about anything important, see?
Did I happen to interrupt something? Ace?
There's something familiar about him.
Something familiar, you say?
When I look at Machina, I can't help but feel like I've met him before.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
We got a Turbo Weaver. I guess that means that definitely does imply that I should just check absolutely everywhere before proceeding for like missions and stuff, because that, you know, they are helpful items. So yeah, let's go through all the places I can go to for now. Yes, I'm in charge of Class 3rd, Kupo. What of it? Oh, honestly, you've never seen a Moogle before, Kupo. Sure, you've realised by now that each class has its own Moogle, haven't you? Well, I can't tell you how many times I've overheard cadets debating what we are, Kupo. We're Moogles, Kupo. Not fairies, not monsters, and certainly not critters. I mean, we do look like a bunch of fuzzy flying woodland creatures to you. Do we look like a bunch of flying fuzzy flying written creatures to you? Yes. I digress. The local assigned to your class is still rookie, Kippo. Our job is to support you cadets. I doubt Z can even support himself in those feeble wings. That says I suggest you avoid relying too heavily on that muggle of yours, Kippo. Instead of asking for advice, try using your own brain, Kippo. You can manage that, can't you?
I missed you.
I missed you too, even though I've never met you.
Why, hello. You're from Class 0, aren't you? Don't be so surprised. You kids are famous. Dr. Horatia's darling children, the ones who destroyed the crystal jammer. Oh my. What's this? Now you don't trust me? And you're not even trying to hide it. How adorable. My name is Emina. I'm a commander of cadets.
Okay.
However, I don't have a class at the moment, so I'm basically no different from any old Tribune. But knowing that someone like you is a cadet, I wish I had a class of my own. I'm sure you'd much rather have me than Karasume as a commander, right?
Why is everyone flirty?
If you have the time.
I mean, I know why, but why?
Battle, so you can always find me in academia. I'll be waiting.
Uh-huh. I probably missed something, but hey ho. No.
At ease.
Class 0, you received marching orders. Imperial vermin have invested the area surrounding Academia. Exterminate them. But accept these orders up to you. Just bear in mind that laziness will go unrewarded. Choices were yours, cadet. Participation in the following regional occupation campaign is optional. However, you cannot earn rewards if you do not participate in these operations. However, all occupation campaigns can be replayed from the missions menu. I mean, sure. Why not? See if you're immediate on your session, you won't be fired from Academia. That doesn't mean you come crime mission. Take back it's rightfully ours. Dismissed.
We're on our way. We mustn't falter.
I don't see why I wouldn't be. I should take these missions. I also don't know why I shouldn't take these missions, so if they give you experience as well, that would be like all the bonus. And I didn't even get to spend my SSP.
We're counting on you.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Right, I guess we do this then. Oh, it's just one person, okay. Well.
Okay, move out!
Let me explain the situation on the ground. Is this a tower defense mission? A person's launched a campaign to reclaim the Room region, Kupo. Objectives help them seize the enemy HQ. Of course, they reclaim the city.
The infamous red demons. Don't let them leave here alive!
This is a tower defense or a strategy? Take over Domain 1. I'm not sure how this will play out. Yes. The Dominion will launch an occupation campaign against the Empire for filling the victory condition will end the mission, but triggering the losing condition will result game over. Oh, I knew that.
That's the way. Keep attacking. Just like that.
Enemy attack! All troops to battle stations!
When any approach to me and some stronghold stop spiritual. Oh, but how do I
The advantage is in our favor. Keep pressing onward.
Only Dominion units can do damage. Oh, okay.
Took them too lightly. We can't let them do any more damage!
Good. This is going better than expected.
Once occupied, the enemy domains and strongholds will become Dominion footwalls, which can dispatch troops. Special mission accomplished. Complete special assignments. They are in control of their bases and strongholds involved. Protect while near camps to issue commands. So it's a weird tower defense game. I am pressing X. Oh, there we go.
Okay, move out!
Good.
Okay, move
The
out!
advantage is in our favor. Keep pressing onward.
Assume battle stance 1.
It's a weird tower defense bit. I was not expecting this part of it.
This is as far as you go. Oh, it's the Reds. Defend this area with your lives.
Class 0, commencing maneuver.
Yeah, but how do you...
It's all you.
Leave this to me.
Oh, so you need... I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that.
I'll help.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong with collecting Phantoma. Yeah. I'm pressing X, but it's not working. Wait, is that? Is it because I'm online? Is that what's happening?
Let me help.
I kind of don't... I don't understand. Is that what it is? Is that what SP units are? It's basically online help? I'm guessing that's what it is. Right, that's probably what I'm doing wrong here then. I forget how you put your weapon away.
the Militesi Empire!
Kupo?
The Dominion has more momentum than I expected. Changing strategy.
Kupo?
Okay, move out!
Yeah, that's basically what I'm realizing here, yeah.
Kupo!
Not good. The enemy forces have momentum. Be careful.
Okay, move out! Okay, move out! Under attack! Guard the base!
Also because I picked a character that doesn't have cure, so I'm slightly worried.
Support will commence now.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Enemy attack! All troops to battle stations!
Kupo!
Okay, move out!
Oh, that doesn't work.
Took them too lightly.
We can't let them do any more damage!
We failed.
I didn't think they'd make it this far.
Okay, move out!
So I'm getting used to it, it's just a bit weird.
The enemy base is about to fall. Charge in and take it over.
The Dominion has more momentum than I expected. No! We cannot go down just yet!
Kupo?
Yes, I'm trying to do that.
The infamous Red Demons! Don't let them leave here alive!
Class 0. Commencing maneuvers.
So I'm gonna guess here, if I pick no to SP... Yeah, I'm gonna see what happens if I pick no here.
Kupo?
Ah, so, right, I get it now.
It's all up to you. I got this.
I see now. I think I get it now. You sort of have to wait while looking on. I think that definitely helped reveal your little
Mission complete.
your little hint about make sure your weapon's away, because that's something I definitely did not do. Definitely, yeah. And it seems like having the backup members is good, but you don't get XP for your normal members. So I think I'm not going to have the SP members, because it seems like the other members might be slightly more important. Also, why is it all foggy? Engage? Okay, there's actually, random encounters. That's, something I did not expect. There's random encounters in this game. Huh. Well, it's been a while since we've had random encounters in our Final Fantasy series live play. It's been a bit. So I was like, huh. It wasn't that I wasn't expecting it, I was just like a bit surprised. It's definitely something that I was not expecting. How long's it been? It's been... Yeah, since Final Fantasy X we haven't had like random encounters. Effectively, so I was like, huh. So yes, once you're in town, you just talk to people? And you get shops and stuff? Oh. Why? I mean, I know why, but why? I'm not gonna waste my money on that. Okay, so there's like the towns that you take over have like shops and stuff. I mean, I was expecting that, but yeah, no, I definitely wasn't like, it was something that I wasn't expecting. I was like, huh, random encounters in a modern Final Fantasy game, they can do it. So you're right. So the memories you have out is the memories you have whenever random encounters happen. Interesting. I wasn't. It's something I wasn't expecting. Oh. So that's also how you grind in this game, is by just doing random encounters. Like the game said, hey, level up everyone equally. Yeah, about that. I definitely have not done that. I feel I probably should start doing that. But part of me is like, maybe I should have like one member that's like a being member. I don't know. Now, the problem with these town areas is there's doesn't seem to be a map. Oh, here we go. Here's teleport stone, huh? That grants free cast. Oh. They actually are items. I thought they were just like... I don't know what I was expecting that they were. Oh, assignment's probably how you change your thing, isn't it? The problem is there doesn't seem to be... Oh, there is a map, it's just... I'll just do that, because I remember where it was.
Petromans 842 RG. The deployment of the Agito cadets initiated drastic progress toward the recovery of Rubrum's occupied territory. Following the cadets' brilliant success, the Consortium of 8 approved Operation Retaliate, a bold gambit to recover most of their lost territory.
Gambit?
The cadets were informed of the ruling immediately.
The 25th Infantry is gradually being driven back. Dominion military activity is on the rise, and Concordia appears to be in league with them.
The Queen of Concordia is a cautious woman. She won't fully commit to a war.
She sent reinforcements, but she's keeping them far from the front lines.
You'll receive your orders later. Dismissed.
No.
Sir.
I'll be requiring your services shortly.
Very well.
Is it your intention to use him?
That is not your concern. Status report.
Yes, sir. Engine 9 is operating within normal parameters. All we need to do is locate the target. Then a focused disruption should bring it under our control.
Speed up the search. Do whatever it takes.
Sir.
The gears are turning. Faster than I had imagined. I must finish this before the thunder sounds.
No, well, that's not good.
Lord Shuyu? But will that protect us? I mean, will that lead to the safety of the Dominion?
I am l'Cie. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh boy.
Forgive my asking.
Lord Shuyu is a l'Cie. I trust his judgment.
Then the Dominion army will proceed according to plan, if it pleases you.
Do as you wish. There are no guarantees that I can make to you. Should the worst happen, order a retreat.
Well, hopefully the worst doesn't happen.
Should the worst happen.
Let us trust in the crystal's guidance.
How exactly are you going to make up for this?
Meaning what?
Oh.
Your unauthorized use of military personnel. This is a serious matter. A man is dead.
I don't see the problem. One soldier died. That's all. And the children did a splendid job retaking the capital. Or is it too hard for you to calculate gains against losses?
Even so, there were other more qualified scouts and intelligence officers in the military for that task. Why did it have to be him? Why did it have to be Izana Kunagiri?
Because that's the one he wanted.
What?
I don't know how the two of them met. But Ace made it clear that's who he wanted.
That's your only reason? You let one of my soldiers die because one of your brats said he wanted him to come?
Oh dear.
That's right. I needn't remind you that the Chancellor has the final say on all military matters. Surely you wouldn't oppose his decision?
I asked for him? He died because of me? Sana. Kunagiri.
Oh, so Kunagiri's the guy that...
Ace, are you okay? You don't look so good.
is our commanding officer.
Makina? Makina Kunagiri?
Yeah, that's me. Seriously, are you okay?
Oh, his brother.
I'm sorry.
You're acting weird.
I thought it was the other one. Task. I've been charged with overseeing this toxic special orders essay for short. The doctor designed this program for you kids' minds but need your consent before you can participate. Press failure on these confidential orders, death, so bear in mind that said that feels sort of challenge will contribute to your growth stats. So it's the mission service, you undertake its choice is yours. Oh. Oh. Okay. Should I do this? I don't know if I want to do this. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to do that. Well, may I accept the administration's cut please your report site there today, other day. I've did out books around Rubrum, we ask you for your help now, so do that in my hand. Full tasks around the audience to receive various rewards. Undertaking one of these tasks will not elapse time. Collect the reward by speaking to the client by completing the task. On which day, collect the reward prior for your proxy academia.
Well, that should do it. Everything seems to be in working order. How do you feel?
Not too bad.
Are you used to the peristyllium?
Everything's going well, if you ask me. You see the reports, haven't you?
Yes, but there are some things the reports don't tell me.
Are you saying you don't want us to make you look bad?
I'm not worried about me. Besides, it's only natural for a mother to worry about her children. It's all well and good for you to go off to your battles, but do try to come see me more often.
Sure, I'd love to.
Why am I sus of this
you
character?
Always held up in your office working on something.
I'm as busy as ever, but a mother can always make time to see her children.
She gives me ultimate. Yeah! That's what I was sort of thinking. She get like this game does have a lot of Final Fantasy VIII like references, sort of in a way that everyone like we're in a big massive like sea type thing. We're in a school. Now get the Empire of our soldiers time to safely venture outside. Stepping outside causes 6 hours to elapse. You cannot leave Academia if less than 6 hours remain until your next mission. Oh, okay. First, let's oh, right, okay. Oh! Really? You can only do one at a time? I don't like that. I don't like that. See, I don't like the things that reduce the MP. Oh. I see. I see how it works. So you have to have certain defense in order to equip it. I see. Oh, that's 20%. I'll sort that out in a minute. Now I think I know how it all works now. I think. I know I said that last time, but... now I think I do know now how it sort of works. Oh. So the SPS kind of worth it for... Like, all magic by 8 is pretty good. But that's 2,000. I'd have to sacrifice quite a lot for that. Okay, so in other words, in order to get the other missions, I have to do it one at a time, which seems a bit counterproductive to the time thing, but hey ho. Seems very counterproductive. Sup, bros? Sup, bros? Really? And I'm in charge of Class 5, Kupo. Sure. You get why you cadets are split into different classes, don't you? I mean, come on, isn't it obvious, Kupo? It's because the love you share with your classmates gives you strength fight in the field, Kupo. Your bros are the ones who help keep your head in the game nice and fries. No matter fancy about it compared with power of friendship, Kupo. Hey, was that sneeze or are you laughing at me? Both, because you're saying bro. Man, all this worrying is messing with people's minds or something, but no Kupo feels for what I'm preaching lately, Kupo. Someday you'll see. You'll get your bros back once they get yours. That's the power of friendship, Kupo. Seriously, quit laughing at me, dude. I'm laughing because you're using bro. Bro. You're using bro. There you are, darling. I was hoping to have a little chat with you. Should we have a moment with your dear mother, don't you? This portal will take you to the Alto Crystarium, a secret spot where we develop all sorts of incantations from Phantoma you dare collect for me. Ah, this is where we get to use the Phantoma. Don't worry your little pretty head about the details. Sure, your children do great service for the Dominion and your dear mother. When you head over to the Alto Crystarium and have a look for yourself. I'm sure it will be worth your while, darling. Okay, sure. I'm intrigued. Every time I see a book open, I expect Tantaria to pop out. But this ain't Final Fantasy 9, I guess. Oh, Thunder is now available. Was it not always available? Enhanced spells at the Alto Crystarium and relic terminals around Oreds. New magic can be unlocked by fulfilling certain conditions. Oh, I see. Okay, so we have... Right, and then we have... Okay. I kind of want Cure to be upgraded. Oh, right, I see. By enhancing... Okay, so I was like, should I not do this? Oh, right, I need... Right, I see. I don't have enough for that. Do you have enough for anything? I don't think I do. Yeah, I do not have anything for that. Cool. But that's how that works. I'll have to keep that face in mind. No, hi.
Rem, something wrong?
Well, it's just... I heard a rumor. It's about Lord Shuyu. He was sighted near the battle lines up north.
Lord Shuyu? The Dominion Lassie?
Lassie don't really move around without a good reason, right? So I'm just wondering what that good reason could be.
I agree. For a Lassie to appear on the battlefield, something big must be going down.
Oh, you can't... Okay. So I guess I can do... Oh. Did you come for a lecture, Kupo? Taking a class will raise every Kupo's abilities. The more classes you take, the stronger every Kupo will come. Take lots of classes you will raise for any battle. Yes? See, speak up and tell me the capital of Concordia. What's the point in keeping my eyes open when I can answer these questions in my sleep? It's Mahamuri. I don't need an apology, Stace. I'm not smarter you look. You surprised me too, yeah. I mean, given our opinion, I expected to punch like a 10-year-old. I'll try hard again, I'll show you first how strong I am. Magic power increased by 1. Yay. I guess I should do this. Nom nom nom. Great. Jack, what's Academia's policy on food in class? If you got grub, share the love, right? You know, if you want a bite, you just ask. So, I'm taking this menacing silence to mean you want a bite? No? Nine, wake up! Don't you hear the commander calling you? Yeah, sure. I mean, no? Don't you just ask me? 9, near 4 crystal states of words. Go. Hannah, swear, you got rid of Bega, the Military Kingdom, then there's a Luxurious Alliance. See? You're a little for them. Must commend you, 9. Your horrific attitude rivals even your impressive geographical prowess. Text seems a bit fast, so I might slow it down a wee bit. More nom-nom-noms. Is this the same? Oh, no, save it. Oh, you can just upgrade skills here. So I do want to check the other places though. Nope, no one here. Little learned to figure out breathing. I thought kids are actually knew down there everything and all about all that. I said this here the world is just full of surprises. Breeding's very put up. A mama and a papa chook both have a mama lay an egg. Yes. Yes, I know how breeding works. A chickling that hatches from the egg and grows into a chocobo. It's a miracle of life. Pairing up the right chocobos and feeding the right breeds, you might be able to hatch a rare breed you often see in the wild. Sometimes they lay an egg or two, but sometimes I've heard sometimes chocobos lay a whole heap of eggs. Breeding's a pretty darn stressful job for chocobos though, to release them when they're done. Yes? Do I want to do this? I'm gonna get a war chocobo. Is that a thing? Is that a thing I should have done? Let that chocobo chick run into the thing. I guess that's not supposed to happen. Congratulations, partner. The breed is a success. Alright, almost some time before any edge checks, so. Yay! We did it! Question mark? I don't know if that's a good thing. But we did it. I don't know what we did. Well, I know what we did, but every time I keep picking no. So what are my thoughts so far in this game that I've sort of started it? Not really sure. It's different. It's definitely different. But so far it's not terrible. It's certainly, as I say, it's certainly different.
Yeah, what?
I also have to switch to RAM here for this one. RAM is very close to Realm. Oops, wrong one. Oh, hey, Remy. Remsky. Ram. I just wanted to say, nice photos. Say, why don't you take this? I thought maybe you'd like it. I mean, not that I'm always thinking about you or anything. Just here. Oh, get Phoenix down. And a lecture. Sweet. Oh yes, that's right. That doesn't take time. Doing that doesn't take time, but going outside does take time. So if I find any missions in the arena, uh-oh. Oh no, there's an arena. Why is there? I know why there's an arena, but why is there an arena? Annie's cadet, you can register for a combat simulation program. Rewards are relatively small, but every bit of training counts. Small amount of XP and Phantoma in a training session. That seems pretty good. And I might get that red for Phantoma. So like, one squad remember to XP and status between play sessions, longer training sessions, or higher bonuses, but results vary by cadet and partner. Sure. Really? Keep missing because I'm bad. Ow. Run away!
I'm sorry.
Nope. But that did level me up. That might be good to level people up. And it doesn't take time as well. Which is good. The problem was I wasn't able to get the I don't think I got any red Phantoma. I did. Or maybe it's from a specific point that I had to do it from, because I can't remember what the quest was. I know it's something about getting red Phantoma from somewhere, or something. There we go. Brick ring. Where's the other quest at? I think it was in the armory? So, Corsi Kiev. So I have to go to Corsi there? Can you fast travel there? Or do you have to like go there manually? Now I have to go back, and that's the only problem with one at a time quests. You have to go back and like fulfill or activate the other one that you're trying to do in the first place. I don't understand why the game would do that. I really don't. It seems like counterproductive to me. But hey ho. Because I didn't think there'd be a quest right at the big gate. That's why that happened. Hopefully there's not that many like side quests. But we'll do this side quest and then we'll probably wrap up for today because we're close to the ending, finishing time anyway. Just realised you have a cute hat. Oh, woes me, I'm just a poor defenseless Moogle, but my kids were using me for character practice, Kupo. How could it be so cruel? At least now I can see why they gravitate towards black magic, Kupo. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. Do I need one of those? I probably do, don't I? I probably do need one of those, don't I? Yeah, but it doesn't tell me the times. Darn. Okay, so she has a big bonk hammer. Did I invite this? Wow, how many fights are there in one place? Does it keep going until you just want to retreat? I think that's what it said. I think that's what the game said, was that it sort of, it doesn't stop until you want to stop it. Effectively. That's how it worked. Yeah, so you can't... Oh, right, you can. No, you can't. I thought you could. Yes, to do it, you have to press R1 first to lock onto it, and then press X instead of just pressing X. Oh, this is of course good. So there was a quest here for something. Oh, great. No. Because that would mean I'd have to... Now the problem is I don't know where these caves are. I just went to Corsi thinking that they'd be here. But they're not here. Yeah, Corsi Cave. That's why I thought they'd be here, because this is Corsi. But maybe the Corsi Cave is not in Corsi, it's somewhere else. So the big problem I have so far with this game is the lack of a overworld map, because it seems I don't have one. And I don't know where it is. Or maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places? Because that's Corsi there. Although that was, like, the previous one was just one fight, so it's random on whether you get one fight or multiples. Oh, I was like, what's that? Like, is this the cave? I assume this might be the Corsi cave. At least I hope this is Corsi Cave. Ah, here it is. It is Corsi Cave, okay. Oh my gosh, this can't be happening. It's beyond horrible. My boyfriend fell into a cavern and came back into a frog. A freaking frog. Great. That's funny well help him, but I just don't know what to do. I tried looking around for a cure, but I nearly got shredded by the scary monsters in there. Wait, you aren't actually thinking of exploring the cave, are you? Ribbit, ribbit. I mean, I had to talk to the frog. Oh god! Level 22?
Roger that. No.
Yeah, let's not come here then. Because that's level 22. I'm like, how about no? How about we don't do that then? No, let's not do that. How about we don't do that? Alright, well I guess we'll save it at the save point that I just passed. And we'll end it here then. But yeah, so far, I'm liking it. So far, it's I'm liking it. It's different. I like different. Different is different. Right, who shall we read? Who shall we read? Feel free to copy and paste the Wraith message. Or if you are a sub, you can copy the sub raid message. No, you know what? I've never rated this guy because even though he's a member of the Warriors Light, I don't get rid of him because of time zones. But he's on right now, so we'll read it. We'll read Daz. We'll read Daz. He is actually making a Gundam. So yeah, we'll show him some love. And yeah, I should be back, all being well, on Monday with more of this. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, see you folks soon. Bye.